insurance license, and I also have these advanced educational designations, wealth management, retirement income, life and annuity. You know, the financial world can be complicated and confusing, and I think for many cases it's even more so nowadays than previously, because a lot of the options and a lot of the strategies that people relied on and that people used previously aren't as attractive now as they used to be. So a big question in people's minds is, well, what could I be doing differently? And if you're not familiar with it, it's a little bit, might be a little bit concerned, maybe a little bit cautious, right? If something that we're not used to, not familiar with, something that's new. So I've been working in this capacity for almost 12 years, start going in year 12. We've been coming out to retirement communities like Aliante for 9 years now. And fortunate to love what I do and be able to be good at it, and also be able to make a contribution and a difference in the lives of people like yourself. Here's a picture of me and my grandfather when I was 7 years old. His name is Ben.
Aww.
His name Captain Ben. So he had a big influence on me growing up. He was a business owner in the 60s and 70s. He was in the electronic business, tubes, but technology changed. He didn't adapt, right? Because he had a lot of success, and he just kind of thought that he would always have that kind of success, right? And so, unfortunately, I didn't get to experience too much of him in his heyday, but I got to experience him a lot in his retirement, where he was a little bit disgruntled, a little bit disappointed with how things had turned out, right? Because he had always hoped for the best, but he didn't really protect against the worst. He didn't really consider the potential downside of things that could happen, right? And different time, different, way of living, but I kind of take that away. And so one of the first experiences I had, I think my first year in this industry, I was working with teachers at the time, and I was going around to different schools, and I walked into a room, and there was a woman, I'd say in her late 60s, and I said, I introduced myself. I said, hey, we work with teachers and their 403Bs, help them with their retirement planning. And she said, oh, well, I'm a substitute teacher. I retired a couple of years ago, but my 403B, so this was 2009, 2010, right? She said, my retirement got cut in half just in the past year and a half. So now I'm back here working. I thought I was retired, right? And so, it's a sad story, right? And when you're at that age, you don't always have the opportunity to just work more, right? It could really impact your life. And so the opportunity to educate and to give people the opportunity, if they want to have their retirement, some or all of it, protected from that type of situation, is exciting to me,